Scoopers unite! Scoopers
assemble.
Warning, this video may trigger you. Another Kathleen Kennedy has been fired or her exit is imminent. I know what you're thinking. Mike Zero has already fired KK 878 times by now. But maybe, just maybe, this time, it could be true. Let's look at the rumor.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. Mono, buddy. 3 Echo Station 3TA.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Echo Base Network. Coach, again, on this one, hit the subscribe button and all that stuff that everybody else says in every video. Thank you very much for doing that. Kathleen Kennedy and her exit is imminent, and this article is coming to us from our friend John Trent over at Bounding into Comics. He does a great job, and what he has done is it's actually fascinating. He has pulled together, like a good news person would, a writer, an investigative reporter. He has pulled together all of this information from all of these multiple sources about KK's departure at Lucasfilm and how it could be imminent. Let's take a look and see what he says. Another rumor claims Kathleen Kennedy is now gone from Lucasfilm. This latest rumor comes from the Twitter scooper, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's THWIPT _ who writes. Thwipt who writes, I'm guessing. He says, I'm hearing Kathleen Kennedy is now gone from Lucasfilm. So who is this person that's tweeting this out? Anybody can make a tweet, right? John Trent tells us in this article that the scooper has been right on a number of previous scoops, including Nicolas Cage appearing as Superman in the Flash film, which I didn't believe, that a Harry Potter TV series was in development at HBO Max, and Andy Serkis would appear in Andor, and more, according to them. Following this rumor, that Park Place investigative journalist Jonas J. Campbell, who is a friend to our channel, relayed on the WDW Pro show, who is also a friend to our channel, that sources informed him that the word from Burbank is that it was very late night there, discussing Kathleen Kennedy, and that there are factions forming underneath Alan Bergman and Dana Walden, the head of Disney Studios, to say that there are two factions forming that are fighting over this exact issue, whether it is marketing or the quality of the film. They're looking for someone to put blame on this Indiana Jones 5 debacle, and apparently there's a camp that is saying this is Kathy Kennedy's fault. WDW Pro then said, it is our understanding based on this source and other sources that we have that Alan Bergman's camp, they are no fan of Lucasfilm as it is currently constituted. The Bergman camp is not a fan of Kathleen Kennedy and is pushing potentially for Kathleen Kennedy to leave and leave soon. He continued, we believe that Dana Walden is potentially in favor of Kennedy staying and in favor of this marketing be damned kind of approach where they say it was the commercials, it was the trailers. They did not do a good enough job explaining what this film was. And again, we're talking about Indiana Jones there. And just in case you're late on the information, Indiana Jones only brought in $7.2 million on its Thursday opening screening to the general audiences, which puts it $2 million behind The Flash. And it's an absolute debacle. It is not going well. This is going to flop in a major, major way. Big loss for Disney. Big L right there. At the end of the video, WDW Pro did hedge, saying, we are waiting to see what happens. We do not have concrete evidence that Kathleen Kennedy is gone, but there is smoke. There is growing billows of smoke. And don't be surprised, folks, if in a month, 2 months, things are beginning to happen at a rapid pace. This cannot continue. And then our friend John Trent starts telling us about John Campea and what he has heard and what he has said. These scoops or rumors come on the heels of YouTuber John Campea, who claimed in November 2022 that a source informed him that Kennedy would be removed following the release of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Campea said, this is what I've heard. I have heard that the decision to remove Kathy Kennedy has already been made and that she will be gone either sometime before or very, very, very shortly thereafter the release of Indiana Jones 5. He added, now I want to be very, very clear here. I cannot independently say to you and confirm that this is a fact. I will say that one of the two people that have contacted me has a 1,000% average on the things they've informed me of. And I just got to chime in here. We've been saying that we think Kathleen Kennedy will be gone after Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny for about 2 years now. We're about 2 years into that. And I'm not saying like us, Echo Base Network, are the only people saying that. Everybody's been saying it. Everybody has been of the mind that Kathleen Kennedy will be hitting the exit, whether she's forced to or persuaded to or whatever, or by her own choice maybe. Kathleen Kennedy will hit the exit doors at the conclusion of Indiana Jones 5, which it's concluded now. It's out. It's, you know, when I say concluded, I mean when it's actually out in the cinema and you can go see it. There's nothing left to be done besides sit there and watch it flop like a dead fish. John Campea also said, what I've been hearing for years is that Kathleen Kennedy wants to finish Indiana Jones 5 and she wants to continue having Star Wars influence. Hell no, she don't. He later noted, I think Kathleen Kennedy may finally sunset her obligations at that point. It will likely be late 2023, and of course, plenty can change between now and then. And then John Trent brings in another scooper, Jason Ward from Making Star Wars, who for whatever reason hates our guts, but hey, scoopers unite! Scoopers assemble. Making Star Wars Jason Ward also claimed Kennedy would exit the company following the fifth Indiana Jones film. A recap of Ward's paywalled podcast was shared to Reddit by user Sidon Ethano, and it read in part, Jason heard that Kathleen Kennedy will step down as Lucasfilm president after Indiana Jones 5, but will still produce movies. Kevin Feige will run Lucasfilm, but will have separate divisions run by other people. And John Trent didn't bring it in, but just a couple hours ago, the other scooper, Doomcock, who is a friend to our channel, had this person on, Cameron Pasha, who is another scooper. Actually, he's not scooper, he gets scooped. That just sounds weird. But anyways, yeah, he's reporting, he heard all these rumors, so again, it's like, scoopers unite! And I gotta go find out if there's any validity to this. And so Pasha comes on to Doomcock's show and gives his account, and he lays out 5 different things that his scooper told him. The reason I think that Pasha's scoop might be the less likely of them all is because when there's big news like this happening, it doesn't really make sense to me that Cameron Pasha had to go find his scooper and reach out to his scooper. Hey, can you find out anything about this? The scooper should come to him when there's news like this big. Like if there's legitimately any Kathleen Kennedy is about to hit the exit thing. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just guessing. I'm just sitting here looking at all this information, but it's like, wow, all over the place. Kathleen Kennedy is about to be gone. The only person who has not confirmed it, Mike Zero. Thank you guys for coming to Echo Base Network. We greatly appreciate it. Echo Base Network, where we will hold Lucasfilm accountable and demand a return to great Star Wars. And we're not just a Star Wars channel. We're a We Can't Stand Kathy Kennedy channel. I'm going to be sad when I can no longer say that. Bye, Kathy. We are You Are Echo Base Network. May the Force be with you. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. On, buddy. 3
Echo Station 3PA. Spotted Imperial